it's the easier way to do a souffle because I'm not attempting a souffle in front of everybody, and then I'll probably screw that one up. So,
but you can tell your friends that you made a souffle, and they'll think that you went to culinary school.
Exactly.
That'll be very impressive.
So what we're doing here is we're going to start off with some pears. We're going to caramelize them. So I have a pan, large pan, over about medium-high heat. Peel the pears. That's an important step, and you can use apples as well, but you just want to make sure that you do peel them. We're going to add that to the pan with a little bit of lemon juice, and you can add a little bit of lemon zest as well, and a little bit of maple syrup over top. Now you can use the two types of pears I usually use are Bosc and Bartlett. Bosc are those almost like the brown ones, but are a little scuffed up, and then your Bartletts are the green ones that are super, super, super juicy. Now the reason I offer both, and you can even mix both, the Bartlett, when you cook them down, they break down pretty quick. They get almost mushy, but it's a nice texture. It's almost like an applesauce. It's almost like your pear sauce. And then your Bosc will stay a little bit more crisp. So it's nice to use a combination of the two. So that's going to go in, and you can even add a little bit of vanilla. So almond milk, that's what we're making today. This technique you can use for anything. You use oat milk. Oat milk's a great one. You can do hazelnut milk. It's the exact same technique. What you want to do is soak the almonds ahead of time. Overnight is best, anywhere in the 8-hour range, but you can, minimum 2 hours. It'll still work pretty well. So we're going to soak them, drain them, and then add them to a blender. And for this, I have about 1.5 cups of almonds to about 4 cups of water. I find that ratio works pretty well. And then just blend them. So you want to blend it for about a minute. I'm not going to show you how to blend it for a minute, but you get the idea. Blend it for about a minute, and then what you want to do is set up a straining system. So just a regular old strainer. If you have some cheesecloth, they even have nut cloth out there for these types of things.
Is it different?
It's a little finer.
Oh,
yeah, it's
okay.
a little finer. With the cheesecloth, I put a few layers, and some of the almonds gets through. So it's it's a little, sometimes it can be a little gritty. With these other cloths, they're a little bit finer mesh, so you only get the liquid.
And the good thing about straining all of it is that you're actually removing the fiber, so you don't have to worry about blanching your almonds or buying the ones that don't have those skins on them if you're watching out for too much fiber. You're actually taking all of it out through this strainer.
Mm-hmm. And that's it. So you just want to drain that just until all of it goes through. You can leave this in the fridge. It should take just a few minutes. And then what you want to do with the rest is you can kind of take that cloth and just wring it out to make sure you get most of that out there. Now what's left behind is kind of this almond mush fiber, which is, you can use this in your desserts, you can use this in your baking, you can even put it into this recipe as well if you want, and to give it a nice little texture. So that is our almond milk. That'll last in the fridge for about 5 days. And what you can do is put it into a glass container. You can flavor it. So you find almond milk in grocery stores now. They come, sweetened, unsweetened, vanilla. So you can use, that leftover vanilla bean, stick it in the jar, and you have vanilla almond milk. You can put a little bit of honey in there, and you blend it again, and you have sweetened almond milk. So whatever you really want to do for that. And now we're going to make this quick pancake batter. So I have flour, which is about 3/4 cup. I think I wrote on your recipe 1/2 cup. Change it to 3/4 cup. It takes a little bit more. A little bit of organic cane sugar.
And Jeremy's going for the unbleached white flour.
The unbleached white flour. Stir that through, and this is pretty simple. And then we're going to go with 3 eggs. in there.
Well, we're talking about the dairy lactose thing. I just want to give a couple more points. So sometimes people will cut out all dairy products because of the lactose concern. Now, yogurt actually contains very little lactose.
Now we're going to add the almond milk to it. So it's about 3/4 cup. That is the only measurement I can do by eye. It's 3/4 cup.
I'm impressed.
Half a cup, forget it. 3/4 cup.
Just stop earlier.
And just whisk it through. And this is, you're almost looking for, I mean, if you made pancakes before, it's going to be a little bit thinner than a pancake batter. It's almost in between a crepe batter and a pancake batter. And just whisk it until you get most of those lumps out. And that's it. That's your batter. Again, you can flavor this. Add a little bit of lemon zest. You can add a little bit of vanilla.
Cinnamon, which I add to everything.
Yeah, cinnamon would be fantastic.
Really good.
Whoa. And now what I want to do is it's going to go right on top of those pears. Now I'm doing this in a pan that I'm going to put in the oven. If your pan isn't an oven-safe pan, then just transfer those caramelized pears to a baking dish, and then you can pour that batter over top. So that's it. We're just going to heat the batter up just a little bit in here, and then that's going into the oven, 400 degrees for about 15 minutes. And you're going to get this kind of crazy looking pancake cake, which is beautiful color, caramelized, a little bit different than your regular pancake. And it may or may not separate from the side. If it doesn't, you just put this whole thing in the middle of the table.
Serve it from there,
and
rustic.
It is delicious. The pears are fantastic. You can put, maybe a little bit more maple syrup on top if you want.
Maple syrup is our sweetener of choice that we use in the ELLICSR kitchen. Again, glycemic index-wise, it's lower than a lot of sugars. Mm-hmm. And you get minerals in it, so you're getting more bang for your buck with some. And the flavor is wonderful. And it's a Canadian product.
Sure. Just one reminder.
I can go on and on about maple syrup.
If you did put the vanilla bean in, take the vanilla bean out because you can't really eat the vanilla bean. So that's just the last thing. And that's it. Really, really kind of easy.